So everybody knows about Apollo and Clay. They filter by industry, by size. Then they go to Clay and they enrich it. They look for stuff about the owner, stuff about the founder, stuff about the CEO, CTO, CMO, everything about the company. But they don't look for intent and they don't look for urgency. They just find superficial data about the company, and usually it doesn't really help. So if you look at pipelines in a lot of companies, and I have, you see that pipelines don't usually grow when the leads are not good. You need to start with a good top of funnel, with good accounts, with high intent and high urgency. Otherwise, the pipeline won't grow. And I get this every time. Account executives talking about SQL rejection, talking about leads that were never leads. They were just stuff that the SDR gave them. And this is not good. To grow pipeline, you need both intent and urgency. Intent means that the company is thinking about implementing a solution. It doesn't know yet that it wants to do it right now. Urgency means that it wants to do it right now. They want to implement the solution right now, not in Q3, not in Q4, right now. And we need both. Because if you just get intent, it's good for nurture lead, it's good to follow up like in a couple months. But if you want to get deals right now in your pipeline, you have to get urgency. You won't find urgency or intent based on one signal. You need at least 4 or 5 signals. So if somebody's hiring, doesn't mean they have intent or urgency. You need to find somebody who's hiring, somebody who is after round A or seed round, so he raised money, and a lot of other small signals that indicate that the company has intent. And only then you should start enriching them, finding more information about them. But first, intent and urgency, using those signals. So Enso has a lot of scrapers. It's like a detective. It can go online and find everything somebody wrote. Doesn't matter if it's LinkedIn, if it's Reddit, if it's Facebook, if it's Instagram, if it's in a podcast, on Spotify or on YouTube, it can find it. And then it searches for small signals. So the first signal, for example, is searching for a company who's hiring. Let's say it found 10,000 companies. And then it goes down and it finds more signals and more signals and more signals until it finds 5 signals. When it finds 5 signals, it knows this company has intent and urgency, and it's time to start talking to them. Enso is not a go-to-market platform. It's a place where you can build AI automation and AI agents. But what we found that Enso does best is to go deep. What it means, for example, you want to find a potential buyer. So if you do it with other platforms, which are amazing, you build an AI automation and you tell it, find me people with urgency. And it goes, maybe it scrapes your homepage, maybe it goes to your CEO's LinkedIn post and find the ones from the last month. Maybe it even listens to a podcast, but it doesn't go deep. So what we do in Enso, first of all, we try to find one signal, one thing that means the company has urgency for your product. And when we find it, we go deep. We don't go just to your CEO's LinkedIn post, we go to your CEOs, your CMOs, your CFOs, your CROs and everybody in the company, and we look for small signals, because nobody says, I'm looking for your solution. They write small clues and we use those small clues, very small ones, from the deepest part of your website to the post he wrote 3 months ago. We stick these clues together to find a real story of a company who's willing to buy your product right now. And we can even match. So for example, David Cohen, the CEO of X company, is the same David Cohen on Twitter, it's the same David Cohen on Facebook. So we can match that and build a real profile of the decision makers and the company to give you only verified leads with at least 90% certainty, verified pipeline, which is something no company can give. Nobody have our detective skills. So here in Enso, we're offering a one-on-one free AI building session. Basically, I'm gonna do it with you and I'm gonna teach you how to build AI automations. I'll understand your ICP, understand all your needs, who is an urgent client, who's a good pipeline, and we'll build it together during the session. And it's gonna find real accounts for you. So you're gonna leave the meeting with real accounts with a working AI automation. So I'm looking forward to meeting you and seeing how we can grow your pipeline together. And not only your pipeline. Basically, as I said, Enso is a good tool to build any kind of automation. So we'll start with the pipeline and we can take it anywhere else.